Now I want to turn to another patriot that's become we talked about courage being contagious and courage being the most important of all the virtues, because it's upon courage that all the other virtues rest. You want to talk about courage, you got to talk about Jesse Morgan, the truck driver that stepped forward to really do this expose and really blow up the heads of half the nation. So Jesse, let me ask you, where does it stand right now? You came forward, I think, a couple of weeks ago. It was at Phil Klein had a press conference in Northern Virginia. You stepped forward. You gave a very succinct analysis of what happened, what you felt happened. Bring us up to date. What is the? I know you've been named in a couple of suits as your affidavits or the information, but where does it stand investigation wise? Are people coming to you? Are authorities coming to you and say, "Hey, we need to sit down and interview you"? What is going on to find out where these ballots are and what they were used for?
You know, it's really funny that you say that. I've been interviewed. So I had a meeting with the FBI. Was it the OGI or some agency from the postal office, and a few other people, and so basically the interview. Okay, so here I am, the witness. Basically gets kind of interrogated, I guess you would say, which is cool. I understand they're doing their job, but so I give them what I saw, what happened to me, what I had done, and what they want to do instead of focusing on the picture, they want to focus over here and try to figure out how I came on TV. It's really sad, to be honest.
Hold it. Explain that to people. They weren't so much focused on the trailer from that gets filled up with ballots in Bethpage, New York, and then carted into Pennsylvania and then goes missing after you're kind of given the runaround. So they want to know how people got to you and how you came on TV?
Yeah, so basically, this is just how it feels, okay? So during the interview, I can understand where they're at, but basically it's the one gentleman is kind of like mixing up my words or didn't understand what I was saying, and I speak pretty clear. I mean, you saw obviously probably the press conference that day, and I didn't tell them anything different than what I told everyone that day. But for some reason, it was hard to comprehend that. But so I give this information, and then what they want to do with it, instead of investigating the information I gave, is go and start harassing my family, start asking questions of my family, how did I get here, or whatever, you know. And I just thought it was quite interesting where this gentleman's investigation took him, because it was, instead of going, Bethpage, Harrisburg, Lancaster, the next day it was over here.
Well, did you feel that any of the investigation or any of the authorities have had any interest in going into the details to actually locate the trailer?
No. I honestly, God, I haven't felt like that at all. Nothing, and it's quite sad, and it blows my mind. It's kind of like, and that's why I keep coming out, because I'm not going to allow this to get swept under the rug. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to keep coming out, and I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep standing up for America.
Jesse, here you've done this. You've been a driver for this service for a while. How often does a trailer of this size, and a tractor trailer, you've got the tractor, but a trailer of this size, how often do they go missing?
Never. Never. I mean, unless it's stolen, and chopped up in pieces or something, but never it goes stolen. It never just goes. But I mean,
even I know you talk to truckers and you talk because camaraderie, etc. Have you ever heard a story of a trailer this size just going missing? I mean, as you hear the scuttlebutt, is this a frequent thing that happens? Never happens? Maybe happens once every 10 years? I mean, how often does something of this scale and size just disappear?
It doesn't happen. It does not happen. Trust me, it does not happen. I never had a trailer just go MIA on me. I never, in my whole career, never had that.
Jesse, if you would mind hanging over for a few minutes, we've got a short commercial break. We're going to come back with our guest, Jesse Morgan. And you want to talk about courage? You want to talk about grit? You want to talk about stick-to-itiveness? They've attacked him in every possible way. What did he just say? I'm not giving up. I'm not backing down, right? I wish the elected officials in the state of Georgia, the great state of Georgia, had 1 ounce of the courage of Jesse Morgan. If you had 1 ounce of his courage, we would have a special session down there, not a predetermined special session, but a special session that actually went into the facts. This is the power of Jesse Morgan. He's an average American. He's the common man. And the common man said, I've had a belly full of this, and I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm holding the line.